Hey guys, welcome back to my Anime Heroes Customs. 123 custom figures later, I am now able to remake my very first custom that started this whole journey, Monkey D. Luffy. I'll be calling this the Luffy version 2.0 Ultimate Set because my client wanted this to have multiple modes and looks. Hope you guys enjoy the 94th commission project.
Hey guys, we're back. Let's start with the materials. I'm using an SHF Bodycon Takare Rihito version, a bootleg statue of Luffy, and 3D printed head sculpts from my partner Hanshi Arts. I wanted to use this version of the SHF Bodycon mainly because of his upper torso. I really like that chest sculpt and that ab sculpt. I think that works perfectly for Luffy. And then I got this China statue of a bootleg of Luffy because I'll be using the extra parts of it. It's like the hat, this red hawk arm, the effects around him, and the feet. In every project, my clients send over photos and the looks and the faces that they want for their figures. So this particular project, my client wanted 3 different head sculpts for Luffy. So that's why Hanshi Arts printed me these. And we'll see later more details of the faces, but yes, they look amazing. Let's start with a test fit. I just want to see the scale and the size of the heads in reference to the body, and that looks perfect. I think he did a great job with the scale of these heads. First step is to spray a primer gray on these head sculpts so that we can see what we need to clean up and we can see the details better. And also with the Takare Rihito body, I'll be spraying a layer of flat clear, a matte spray on the body so that it gives extra stability to the body. Let's do that. Results of the primer gray on the head sculpts. And I'll be putting a photo of the looks of the faces that the client sent to me. So he preferred these looks for Luffy. One smiling without the eyes, one with the Wano head sculpt, so we will be doing that later, and one with the angry face. Removing the pieces that I need from the statue, I looked at the straw hat and I noticed that it was fairly small. So I don't think we can use this for his head, but I think we can use it as an accessory that goes around his neck, so that would be a good thing. But we need to remedy the hat, so I'm using this Marvel Legends Old Man Logan hat, and I'm gonna be removing this hat and I'll be sculpting a new straw hat for Luffy so that he can wear it on the first head sculpt that my client wanted. I marked Luffy's chest scar with a pencil, so I outlined it a little bit bigger, more to cater to the Luffy Wano look. I will be using my soldering iron to melt away the plastic for his chest scar so that it will be a little bit more realistic and it will have a lot more texture. Again, be very careful when using this tool. It's extremely hot, so as you can see, it's melting away the plastic little by little. I was able to remove Old Man Logan's hat and I shaved the bottom part of it so that it has a bigger opening for the head sculpt for Luffy. As you guys can see, I removed some of the top hair fibers so that it can accommodate the hat. A lot of fitting issues still, but we'll need to keep on shaving and removing material so that it fits well and perfectly. I'll be adding some sculpting to the hats. I'll be adding the dome shape on top of the wearable hat, and I'll be adding an outer sculpting to the hat that goes around his neck so that they'll look somewhat uniform. And now we can spray the head sculpt with my Tamiya flat flesh, and then we'll color match it with the body later. I'll be using the feet from the bootleg statue, so I'll be cutting them off with my nippers and we'll try to fit it with the SHF Bodycon. The scale and the proportions of the feet are matched with the SHF Bodycon, so we'll be needing new pegs. So I have some extra Figma archetype pegs that we can use for the feet, so we'll have to just shave and fit everything together. This is what the body looks like so far. So I've already painted this scar on the chest with my model color German orange, and I think it looks really good with the texture from the soldering iron effect. And also I've painted the feet. I've already put them together, matched it with the skin tone. So I've started to make his clothing. I use this template right here. I made two different colored shorts. One is the pre-time skip color, and the other one is this mustard shorts for his time skip look. I've already adjusted the final measurements on these shorts. They're now at their proper lengths. Now it's time to add the belts on these shorts. So since they'll be interchangeable, I'd like for the belts to be attached on the shorts. For the blue one, we'll need this yellow belt, and I'll even put a wired scarf on the side. And for the mustard one, here's a pale purple for its belt. Then I'll be using this white synthetic fur for the details at the ends of Luffy's shorts, but we will need to trim the hair fibers so that we will just achieve the cottony look, which is a very iconic look for the shorts of Luffy. So let's do that. I also made this top vest for Luffy, his red open vest, and I've used this template to make this from two pieces of fabric, and we'll just have to cut it in the middle so that it opens up as a vest. Flipping it around and test fitting it, it looks good. We'll just have to adjust the lengths again, proper lengths that just falls right above his waist and just right after his elbows for the sleeves. Ta-da! Looks like this after some hemming and gluing it and cutting the right measurements for the vest. I even added a small wire inside so that it looks good and he can wear it properly. So I removed this red hawk punching effect from the bootleg statue of Luffy, and I have this black straw. So I'm gonna be fitting these two together. I saw this technique somewhere in Instagram, one of the creators there from a long time ago, and if I just remember his name, I would have credited this technique to him, but he used a straw for the extended arm of Luffy. So this is inspired from that technique. And the other end would just fit into the forearm without the hands. So I'll be reinforcing this and painting this better. Breaking it down for the accessories for this figure, these are the forearms that came with the body, so this must be interchangeable. So I removed them, and I have these extra SHF bodycoon forearms that will be turned into the haki arms. So we will be painting this black, and I have these extra set of hands that will be painted black. I'll also be adding straws as an accessories because I want these black straws to be attachable to the black haki arms so that they can be extended. And I'll also be painting some of the black straws some skin tone for skin tone extension. My client requested this specific accessory, so I'm making it right now. This is the elephant gun attack of Luffy. So I have this plastic orange that we will be attaching at the end of this straw, and I will be fitting everything and sculpting the hands so that we'll have this cool effect for him. I've attached the orange at the end of the straw. I'm using this orange because I want this to be as light as possible, but we'll just have to sculpt the fingers, the closed hand fingers at the end of it, and then paint it all black. This is the result of the sculpted elephant gun. I just used my epoxy sculpt to add a closed fist fingers at the end of this orange, and this will be attached via the forearm that's already connected to the elephant gun like this. Looks good, and we'll paint it black. So this is my solution for the Wano head sculpt of Luffy. So I'm keeping this as an interchangeable piece, this extra piece that goes on top of his head during the Wano look. The idea is to have a hole at the back of the head of the smiling head, and to be able to insert the additional piece to make it the Wano head. But this still has some fitting issues. It doesn't look right. We'll fix that. I want this to be interchangeable so that we can still independently use this head sculpt as a normal Luffy head. So yeah, that's the idea. I can safely say that now we are on part 2 of this video because we still need to do a lot of things. Now I'm starting to make the Wano outfit. I use this template on the right to make my coats or my kimonos or my jackets. These are 3 pieces of fabrics that I sew together to make these clothing. I know that there are a lot of excess fabrics, but for me that's just much better when doing these customs because I can cut. It's easier to cut off fabric than to add fabric. So I'll turn this into a kimono, fix my measurements and my lengths according to the Wano outfit. So I made another one of this, but this time it's in all black. 3 pieces of black fabric because this one will be turned into his black cloak that it was shown after the time skip. So this will go over his basic outfit with the mustard shorts and the purple belt. Tada! A little fast forward, I've already fixed the measurements and the final lengths of this red kimono for the Wano outfit. I've even outlined the kimono part here in the center, and I think it looks great. It works well on this body. What we just need is the yellow belt that will go across this, the waist that will hold the sword, and his patches of blue things around the details of the kimono. I've put together the time skip outfit with the red vest and the mustard shorts. The black cloak will go over this outfit. I have to fix the measurements of this, maybe add some wires, and I'll have to think of a way for the cloak to attach at the back of the vest so that it could be very interchangeable and easy to remove on and off. I have this SHF sword that I will use to make the sword that Luffy is holding during the Wano outfit. I'll also be using this purple folder to make the sheath. So I wrap around the blade of the sword and super glue it so that it hardens, and then I'll paint it according to the sword that he is holding. For the patch details of the Wano kimono, I saw these images online and I just transferred it onto my heat transfer paper. So I didn't want to make this out of cloth because I think it will be too bulky, so I wanted to use my heat transfer paper to get these details. Some tips and techniques when using a heat transfer paper: you have to cut at the exact image that you are pressing, so they cannot have excess borders or anything like that. Then once you have your image, use your hobby knife to separate the film and the rubber paper at the back. So you just need the thin rubber part that will be used to transfer the image into the cloth. And once you've separated that rubber film that you will use, find your desired location on the cloth. You'll need your flat iron, and I always put a thin layer of silk cloth on top of the image and press it down. Showing you very quickly on how to do it. I've placed my film on the desired location on the cloth, and I have my flat iron that's ready and hot, and I press it on top of the silk cloth, and you can see that it will immediately stick to the clothing. You'll need to press it several times so that it perfectly melts on top of the cloth. Luffy is finally done. Let's see the full figure. Hey guys, I have to set it up like this for the showcase of the figure because all of the accessories don't fit the space anymore, and I want to show you everything that this figure comes with. So far, let's start with the very basic Luffy. This is his first version with the hat, with the blue shorts and his vest, and I've added this peace sign hand the smiling head sculpt. I've added a Velcro at the back. This is for his time skip version later. I think this looks really cool. I love how he came out, and the hat just sits on top, so if you want it to stay inside, you may have to use a blue tack. And also when putting it into his hand, you might have to use a small blue tack just for it to stay on the hands and the head. Next, I'm showing you the 3 different head sculpts because I forgot to document how I painted and detailed them. So it's a smiling face. This one has no hair on top, minimal hair on top, and then I have the very angry face here. And this is the Wano head sculpt. So see, I have a little bit of shaved hair pieces at the top so that it can accommodate the Wano piece that you can attach on top of it. I wanted this to be interchangeable or removable so that we can use it independently. I think this looks great. It looks cool. And this is the best idea that I could think of so that it can accommodate this look. When you're not using the hat on the head, I have a separate hat with the rope attached to it. This came from the statue of Luffy so that you can attach it around his neck like this. This is for the fighting scenes, for some action poses that needs his hat at the back of his neck. Removing the hands from the forearms, these are flesh-colored straws that I've painted and I've made for recreating the extended arms of Luffy. So these are just straws that can be attached to the forearms, and they already have independent hands, closed fists, and an open hand at the end of them, so that we can just recreate this scene for the basic outfit of Luffy. Let's check out the other outfit. When interchanging the shorts, you definitely have to remove the sandals and the feet so that you can easily access and remove the shorts. Here is the mustard and the purple shorts for the time skip look. I'm sorry, I'm off camera here. And then put back your sandals and feet that are very easily removable. And we can also remove the forearms to show our haki arms. The haki arms have independent forearms that you can easily switch out in and out of the elbow pegs. Now let's put back the neck and let's get the second head sculpt. And for the black outfit, I added a Velcro at the back for the black cloak, and I think I've missed some spots in cleaning this black cloak, but don't worry, before I ship it off, I double check everything so that my clients can get the best and the cleanest customs that I've had. So this easily sticks at the back with the use of Velcro. I also have independent black haki arms that have straws so that we can show the extended versions of these attacks. And also this is the result of the Red Hawk punching attack with the flames here, and this easily sticks to the black forearm that we have for the haki arms. Another requested accessory from my client is this meat that Luffy loves. We all know that Luffy is a foodie and he loves meat, to eat meat. So this is just sculpted from barbecue stick and sculpting. I just shaped it into a meat that he can hold in his hands. Removing all the accessories and getting it ready for the Wano outfit, you have to remove the sandals again, remove the shorts when using the kimono of the Wano outfit, and we'll also have to remove the vest. Showing you the completed kimono of the Wano outfit. I think it came out amazing, but I think some of the images from the heat transfer are coming off. I think I have to repress and reheat them so that they stick on properly, but don't worry, I'll do that before shipping out this custom. So I've added Velcro into the front so that we can close it enough. I have this yellow belt that is also in Velcro, and the sword and sheath of the Wano outfit that you can stick to the side and close up the yellow belt. This is the look of the Wano outfit on the body. I think it looks amazing with the Wano head sculpt. I'm very happy how this came out. I think this is one of the more unique outfits for Luffy, and I think we somehow pulled it off, and I'm very happy how this looks. Another unique feature of the Wano outfit is that sometimes Luffy brings down the upper part of his kimono, and also we can recreate that in this figure. All you have to do is not close up the upper part of the clothing, don't velcro it, just velcro the bottom half, make sure the belt is separating that, and we can recreate that topless Wano outfit. I think this looks cool also, and I'm very happy that we are able to pull this off. So many possibilities and so many accessories. Remember that you can also attach the haki arms into this look, and I think we are down to the last accessory. Removing the right forearm, here it is, the elephant gun accessory. I think it came out amazing, and I think it was just right to use the orange as base because it's very lightweight. Right now we can still manage it, but I've added holes so that we can accommodate it with the sand to help pose this thing. I think this looks so cool. I'm so happy that I was able to pull this off, and this was a very requested accessory by my client. That is it for Luffy version 2, the ultimate set. I'll just show you everything in the photo, so now let's jump straight to action poses.